Hi, I'm Paul from the Studio Rats. Now, I've just finished recording guitars for the next Studio Rat song called Walk Away featuring Abby F. Jones. And during the recording, I used a lot of high-end and some boutique valve amplifiers. Now, what I want to see in this video is if the Boss Katana can replace all of those guitar parts and still sound as good. So, let's get to it. Okay, first of all, let's play the track to show what we're going to be competing against. Okay, so I've got 7 guitars to record here, so I'm going to try and do this as quickly as possible so I don't make the video too long. But let's have a quick listen to the first guitar we're going to try and replace. Okay, so what we've got there, as you can see, it says Strat OD, Strat Overdrive, so I'm going to use the same guitar as I used for this tone. Now, I used, on this, I used a Dr. Z Maz 38, which is a boutique style amplifier, and it had a tube screamer before it. So what we're going to do with this, let's switch it over to the Katana Tone Studio. Now, the sound that I've got loaded up instantly is a lead sound. Now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to switch that over to the crunch setting. But we're obviously going to need a lot more gain for this, so let's turn the gain up full. And I'm going to put a booster on. Let's put on the blues drive. But I'm going to bring the drive back just a little bit. So the reverb's a bit brighter than what is used on the original guitar track. So I'm going to just dial back the high cut a bit. Just a little bit higher. And that'll do it. Okay, let's replace the first guitar part. Let's mute the old one. And let's record this one. Here we go. Okay, let's have a quick listen to the second guitar part. Okay, so as you can hear with that guitar part, it's quite a gnarly sound, and it was using a Rev D20 amplifier with a Thorpe Peacekeeper overdrive pedal. So let's switch over to the Katana app. Now what I'm going to do with this is to, first of all, take it off the booster, but put it on the lead setting. And let's bring back the gain. Okay, let's bring back the treble just a tiny bit. Now I'm going to change the cab resonance on this. I'm going to move it over to modern. And where's the reverb? Let's switch on some reverb, and let's change the reverb to a room. Okay, and let's bring back the effects level just a bit. Actually, let's take back the delay just a tiny bit as well. Okay, let's go for the second guitar part. Okay, let's have a quick listen to the third guitar. Okay, now this guitar is playing exactly the same part as the last guitar that we did, but it's using a different amplifier. So for this guitar, what I used was a Mesa Boogie rectifier, and with no overdrive pedals going into it at all, because the rectifier can get really heavy. So again, I used a telly for this, but what I'm going to do for this guitar is just to switch over to a different telly, as I want to try and get slightly different sound out of it. Now what you'll find is when you're layering guitar parts, the more amount of guitars that you can use and the more amount of different sounds that you use, the more variation you're going to get, and that means the more clarity you're going to get in the mix. So what we're going to do here, let's switch over to the Tone Studio. Now what I'm going to do on this is to keep the sound more or less exactly the same, but I'm just going to switch it up to the brown setting. And let's just give it a tiny bit more gain. But that's all I've done, so everything else is exactly the same as the last setting. Okay, let's go for that guitar part. So I'm going to leave that here and continue the rest of the guitar parts in the next video. So if you haven't liked and subscribed already, it really helps us if you do like and subscribe. And also click on that little bell button and you'll be notified of any future videos that come out from the Studio Rats. I'm Paul from the Studio Rats, and I'll see you guys next time. Cheers.